suicide, opinionated homicide, late waste and journalistic genocide. I'll report, you decide. Started with a hoax and a mighty oath, lose confidence in what's past speeches. Now vigils, broken promises, sour peaches and creatures.
And good evening. Welcome to the first hour of Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rents Radio Network. I'm Julio Noel Rauseo here in the Chicago suburbs tonight as we prep for a big blizzard to come our way. I think we're getting a blizzard, though. I'm not sure, but initial reports were 4 to 6 inches. All right, there we go. There we go. The audio should be much better now. Good evening. Welcome to Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rents Radio Network. I'm Julio Noel Rauseo here in the Chicago suburbs tonight. It is, I can't believe we are a few days away from Christmas. It's December the 18th, 2012. Larry will be on in 1 hour's time for hour 2 of the program. No guest tonight. However, Thursday nights on my final first hour broadcast, I will have investigative reporter Wayne Matson on of WayneMatsonReport.com, and we'll get into not only the unfortunate events of last Friday in Connecticut, but we'll also get into some of other headlines Wayne has been working on. And we'll also get an update on the whole Petraeus scandal. Notice how they're not talking about that anymore. It was big news. They're not talking about it anymore. All of a sudden that story just died. So we'll get an update from Wayne Matson on that on Thursday night's program. Now, the events in Connecticut, they're tragic, of course. The shootings in Newtown, Connecticut, 20 children passing, 7 adults passing as well, murdered. No one likes to hear a story like that. It's tragic. It really is. Most of the victims were 6 years old in the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting from Friday. Oh man, that rough weekend. Definitely just mourning for the 20 families that lost their loved one, lost them way too soon. But luckily, they're Lord willing. If you are a spiritual listener, you believe in faith, Lord willing, they are in a better place right now, and it's tragic. It really is. And what's also tragic is we have corporate media yet again pouncing and exploiting the story 6 ways to Sunday, like they do any other mass shooting or any big event like we saw on Friday. And they'll do the same thing. Well, maybe this shooting could be different, but I thought the same with the Batman shooting back in June. And that is, maybe they're going to try to, excuse me, I take that back. They're going to probably cover this story for a couple of weeks and potentially forget this whole story. Now, I say this could be different because now that this is only children victims, 20 children, 7 adults in this in this mass shooting that passed away they're going to try to exploit this any which way for stronger gun control. And it's very shameful for the media, supposed news anchors, to exploit their political agenda or exploit an issue that has been trying to get passed for years, and that's a stronger gun control. And what a 3 weeks it has been. Well, yeah, what a 3 weeks it has been with the murder-suicide of the Kansas City Chiefs player and killing his girlfriend, to now this story, and with media pundits trying to play the gun control agenda. And when you listen to people like Ed Schultz of MSNBC, headline from Newsbusters, MSNBC's Ed Schultz talks gun confiscation, back from Sunday. Historically, we were taught NBC a great news outlet. The big three, NBC, CBS, and ABC, they were supposed to be the well-respected journalists who covered just the news, gave you the facts, not opinions. Yet now on major cable networks, and even the big alphabet letters as well on traditional broadcast television, it's becoming more and more opinionated broadcasting, opinionated journalism. And Ed Schultz, the list of tweets back on Sunday, just really shows we all know what card he's playing, but it really shows how they are going to try to exploit this shooting. Ed Schultz talks, quote, a Glock pistol qualifies as an assault weapon. Ed Schultz, the NRA needs to state the case why assault weapons are needed by anyone. And then he goes on to say, write all the feel-good laws you want. It's the confiscation of these type of weapons that counts and will have an impact. And finally, he goes on to say, why should anyone own an assault rifle? Oh, I can't even read. Why should anyone own an assault rifle? And we need to be realistic about the Second Amendment. Society has changed and views have changed. And I just find that so interesting. Supposedly he hosts a major news program on MSNBC. He's supposed to be a news anchor delivering some news. Not giving these not being that opinionated. I'm so boggled by this. CNN's Don Lemon does the same thing. Don Lemon, before he went to CNN, being from Chicago, he worked at the NBC-owned and operated affiliate in Chicago. And he wasn't this opinionated. He brought you the news. Right? And here's Don Lemon, quote, we need to get guns and bullets and automatic weapons off the streets. This was, I believe, Sunday he said this. They should, I find this very funny. They should only be available to police officers and to hunt Al-Qaeda and the Taliban, and not to hunt elementary school children. And Don Lemon, he hosts CNN News Desk. He brings you news on CNN. Giving you what he feels. Guns should only be available to police officers and to hunt Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. Well, now I have to pose this question: which Al-Qaeda is Don Lemon discussing? the Al-Qaeda that we're supporting in Syria and in Libya and in Egypt? Or is this the supposed Al-Qaeda that harmed us on 9/11, 2001? He also goes on to say,
disclosure. You not just see the White House in foreclosure. Unlawful intrusions, delightful delusions with foregone conclusions. Yeah, another Nobel Prize based on the old proof. Man, I'm eco-friendly. Love the planet, hate the movement. The green gods are deadly to prosperity and improvement. Is downright audacity defies nature and gravity. Have you no sense of decency? Gonna take some common sense.
Scientists in England have succeeded in stabilizing the time-honored substance in garlic that destroys harmful bacteria, viruses, molds, yeast, and fungus. This all-natural microbe killer is called Allicin C, and it's now available to you in 100% vegetarian capsules only on the New Earth page at Rense.com. This powerful broad-spectrum antimicrobial agent is harmless to friendly bacteria and has been concentrated to equal an astonishing 35 cloves of garlic in each vegetarian capsule. Think about it. The antibacterial, antiviral strength of 35 odorless cloves of garlic in just one capsule. Allicin C is so effective it even destroys superbug MRSA in test after test. Allicin C is truly an incredible advance in natural medicine, and with the threats of bacterial and viral diseases and pandemics growing, no home should be without it. Learn more and order Allicin C on the New Earth page at Rense.com.
Remember this name, Carnivora. That's CARNIVORA.com. What if I told you that this 100% pure and natural product was delivered directly to the White House at President Reagan's personal request at a time when only the president was able to obtain it? Reagan used this amazing product, Carnivora, successfully, a product derived only from nature that has the intelligence to instinctively attack abnormal cells only without harming a single normal cell, and the power to actually wake up critical immune cells from dormancy to attack foreign invaders that don't belong in our bodies. Carnivora is now obtainable by anyone who wants to get healthy and stay that way. Call 1-866-VENUS-FLY and protect yourself with 17 naturally occurring compounds that will unleash powerful immune defense. That's 1-866-VENUS-FLY. Call 1-866-VENUS-FLY and get your Carnivora today. Visit carnivora.com.
Known worldwide as the most consistently fascinating, informative, and unique program on radio, the Jeff Rense program can be yours to listen to anytime, anywhere, whenever you want to hear it. For pennies a day, our subscribers can download any of Jeff's thousands of programs featuring a treasury of newsmakers, researchers, eyewitnesses, and incredible subjects, all in MP3 commercial-free, crystal-clear 56-bit digital sound, and take these often unforgettable programs with them wherever they go. As a subscriber, you can also listen live at airtime, online, anywhere in the world, or browse through our archives of over 10,000 hours of legendary broadcasts. Subscribe now by taking the link at the top of Rense.com and enrich your mind with the most unique panorama of vital information and the best independent, honest journalism in radio. Look for the Subscribe Now link on Rense.com and give yourself the knowledge you need for these unprecedented times.
Larry Sinclair on the Rense Radio Network. I'm Julio Noel Alceo here in the Chicago suburbs. You can follow me on Twitter at JN Reports. That's JN Reports on Twitter. Back to this Don Lemon character of CNN. Again, they're going to try to exploit 6 Ways to Sunday, this the Sandy Hook shooting in Newtown, Connecticut. It's just so unfortunate. It just shows you again why corporate media cannot be trusted. They, at times, yes, they do present some good information, but most of the time they are social engineers. They are mockingbirds. Why Operation Mockingbird is such a great name that the CIA came up with in terms of controlling the media. It's just a travesty. It truly is. Just to see this happening. They are social engineers trying to clearly change your initial opinions and views to what they want you to think and to believe in. It's just tragic. All right, Don Lemon again on Sunday. I believe this was Sunday. He was talking about. It was yesterday. Yesterday, the 17th of December. Lemon quote. Yes, we need to address mental health, but mental health in this particular issue, let's not get it twisted, is a secondary issue. If someone who has mental issues did not have access to guns, that should only be available in war zones, we would not be dealing with this, in quotes. Another quote, who needs armored piercing bullet to go hunting? Who needs an assault rifle to go hunting, end quote. Again, this is Don Lemon. He is an anchor at CNN. But yes, Don, this is a mental health issue. Mental health plays a huge role in this because a good number of the latest mass shootings, and there's shootings almost every day all throughout the country, unfortunately. It's just the society that we live in. It's unfortunate. It's just the shootings that, gets noticed on the AP wires that the networks decide to publicize and to over-publicize and cover. But the most of these shootings we've seen over the last couple of months and years, most of these shooters, unfortunately, have been on some sort of psychotropic drug. And it's no surprise that Adam Lanza, he too was on some sort of psychotropic drug. It's just unreal. This is the New York Daily News from December the 16th on Sunday. Exclusive. Nancy Lanza, feared son, Adam, was getting worse. Told friend, quote, he was burning himself with a lighter and that she was losing him. The mother, Nancy, passed away 54 years young, shot several times in the head. Oh, man, just so sad. It was literally less than a week before the shooting that the mother, the New York Daily News, you gotta love them, the mother, gun-loving mom Nancy, this is a quote, less than a week before her son would launch his horrifying attack on the Sandy Hook Elementary School, gun-loving mom Nancy Lanza knew, quote, she was losing him, end quote, and that, quote, he was getting worse. You just gotta love how they just threw that in there. Gun-loving, oh no. Women-loving guns, that's bad. Heaven forbid, right? A drinking buddy, again, this is the article, a drinking buddy of Lanza told the Daily News that her son, Adam, had been long troubled and rarely came up in conversation. She just looked down at the glass, I'm sure it was a glass of wine, She would look down at the glass and said, "I don't know. I'm worried I'm losing him." And it was they call her the bar pal, who was anonymous in this article. And it's just that's horrifying. I had this article here and lost it. Just what exactly the name of the pharmaceutical Lanza was on. That now has come out. And this is from Business Insider. Adam Lanza was on antipsychotic drug known to cause aggressive behavior. Oh, what a surprise. You watch, flip on the television. We'll take a break. We'll talk about the type of antipsychotic drug Adam Lanza was on. And we'll also discuss why corporate media doesn't want to discuss this antipsychotic drug issue. Second half of the first hour next. It's Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rents.
Sauce and Vicky's cookies, chocolate s'mores, Thor, dental hygiene's lost. Then let's dug in hands, can make a chocolate to eat dental floors. California, seeing the sights, getting drunk, looking up at the Napa Valley moonshine. Gazing at the stars in a Hollywood nights as the stars walk by my side. I heard Lady Liberty lost her crown as I was searching for my country at the lost and found. Fell in love at first sight, messing around. He had the cutest little nose and there's a window at the door he found. I'm American made.
Charlie McGrath of Wide Awake News here with an important message from Chris, Phil, Russ, Tyler, and the rest of the folks at BuyEmergencyFoods.com. Do not wait until it's too late to be prepared for disaster. The world's a crazy place. Ever-present threat of man-made political and economic crisis makes it important to be prepared. But when you factor in natural disasters, it goes from being important to being mandatory. 7.7 earthquake in Canada, 6.5 earthquake in Central America, and over 50 million Americans affected by Hurricane Sandy, all in the span of just a few days. Make Legacy Premium freeze-dried storable food part of your preparedness plan today. Legacy Premium tastes great, has a 25-year shelf life, and is the only certified non-GMO freeze-dried storable food in the business. I recommend the 360-serving package. That's 120 days worth of life-sustaining calories for about $1.25 a serving. Please call them at 888-543-7345. Again, 888-543-7345, or better yet, visit them online at BuyEmergencyFoods.com.
American Masters Painting, a family-owned and operated business beautifying homes in Northern Virginia for over 30 years. American Masters craftsmen serve all of your painting, staining, and wood refinishing needs. American Masters not only guarantees to deliver satisfying results, they also promise a positive, rewarding, and personalized experience to your complete satisfaction. American Masters Painting is recognized for its flawless expertise in all custom interior and exterior projects. For a free and timely estimate, contact American Masters Painting toll-free at 888-760-7760 or visit AmericanMastersPainting.com. And remember, when you're thinking American Masters Painting, you're thinking one family serving another, one project at a time. American Masters Painting is a proud sponsor of Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rents Radio Network.
You're listening to the Rents Radio Network, coast to coast on the Galaxy 19 KU band satellite, nationwide and worldwide on the Internet, and of course, on Rents.com.
Are chemtrail geoengineering programs changing our weather and destroying our environment? Why in the world are they spraying?
They want to create a storm in the southeast, then they'll start engineering out over the North Pacific. That's where the trailies will be.
Find out why critics are calling Why in the World Are They Spraying the most important film that is revolutionizing the environmental movement.
It's just going to get worse until the point where we're not going to be able to grow anything at all unless it's a Monsanto genetically modified abiotic stress drought-resistant seed.
Why in the world are they spraying? New international version with languages available from around the world. For 1 month, Rinse listeners receive free shipping. Go to the banner on the front of the Rinse website and click on the link for more info.
It's all about money, and weather is another form of commoditizing, a way the Central Command Group can commoditize another form of our life.
Why in the world are they spraying?
And if you control the weather, you're going to control the planet. It's that simple.
Will 2012 bring the Mayan end of world or the global banking collapse? In 2007, one man, Mike Dillard, made 5 predictions which forecasted the 2008 economic crisis and the pending Eurozone collapse. This week, Mike unleashes 3 brand new, shocking, must-watch videos with predictions for the coming year. www.the3videos.com. Over the past year, Mike Dillard has helped thousands of ordinary people create and recover wealth by tapping into the black box investing strategies the big banks don't want you to know about. www.the3videos.com. As the European banking system implodes and governments collapse at breakneck speeds, the next 12 months will be the most anticipated and important months in modern human history. This will make 2008 look like a walk in the park. Everyone will be affected. Go to www.the3videos.com now. Learn how to prepare your family and prosper during the global financial collapse.
You're my soldier boy, a man amongst men. You're my soldier boy.
Through the Mirror with Larry Sinclair on the Rents Radio Network. I'm Julio Noel Rauseo. You can follow me on Twitter at JN Reports. That's JN Reports. And again, Thursday night, I'll be joined for the final time on the Rents Radio Network. I'll be joined by Wayne Matson of WayneMatsonReport.com, investigative journalist. Looking forward to that. Always good to have Wayne on the program, and good to have him on for the final time Thursday night at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Back to the article from Business Insider. Adam Lanza was on antipsychotic drug known to cause aggressive behavior. But according to Don Lemon of CNN, that's mental health is not an issue in this story. The New York Magazine tried, now throughout the course of this weekend, we were hearing that he was autistic. He had a form of autism called Asperger's syndrome. That could have been one of the triggering points for him to become a mass murderer. But that wasn't the case. Comes out that he was actually a very smart young man. Attended Western Connecticut State University at 16 years old. That's smart, right? You don't meet that many young 16-year-olds going to college these days. But the uncle of Adam Lanza said that the boy was prescribed Fanap. That's Fanapt, a controversial antipsychotic medicine. Fanap was the subject of a Bloomberg report when it passed regulators after previously getting the, quote, non-approval stamp. Why wasn't it approved? That happens all the time, of course, with pharmaceutical drugs. And the story continues with Fanap. I want to look up, we'll just do this live on air, who is the manufacturer of Fanap. And I'm going to bet it's either Bayer Pharmaceuticals or GlaxoSmithKline. Again, we're doing this live on air. Fanap. While I look this up, It's side effects. Let's read the side effects of FANAP. The drug caused hypertension, dizziness, side effects ranging from mild to moderate. The second study shows that it causes behavioral changes. It's outrageous. FANAP is, according to the Business Insider article, one of many drugs the FDA pumped out with the ability to exempt the opposite desired effect on people. FANAP was dropped by its first producer, picked up by another, and then rejected by the FDA, which was later picked up and mass-produced. And it's just so unfortunate these kids are on these type of drugs. Again, this New York Daily News article, the mother knew. Nancy Lanza, feared son Adam was getting worse, told friend that he was burning himself with a lighter and that she was losing him. She never spoke about him to friends. What's also not getting much publicity is the father of Adam Lanza. And that's the former vice president of financial services for General Electric. It's so many crazy articles surrounding this. And again, could be used now to push gun control measures. This is Reuters. Democrats vowed to push for gun control measures in Congress. Several Democratic lawmakers called for a new push for U.S. gun restrictions on Sunday, including a ban on military-style assault weapons. Dianne Feinstein, the author of an assault weapons ban that failed back in 2004, said she would introduce new legislation this upcoming week. Senator Dick Durbin, all from my neck of the woods, said lawmakers would hold hearings on gun control, and several others said they would devote new attention to the long-ignored issue. So we will have climate change being pushed by Congress and as well gun control measures. Should be an interesting next few months down in the District of Criminals. Feinstein, she appeared, Chuck Schumer, he appeared on CBS's Face the Nation on Sunday, quote, "I think we could be at a turning point where we might get something done," end quote. Again, exploiting the fact that 20 children died. This could be a great time to pass gun control measures. Feinstein is planning legislation that would outlaw the high-capacity magazines and military-style assault rifles that have been a factor in many recent mass shootings, including Friday's massacre in Newtown, Connecticut. But then this is just mind-blowing. Final segment of the first hour is coming up next. We'll talk about an article, Facebook suspends account for questioning the official narrative on shooting. Talk about that. And how an elementary school student brings a handgun to school for protection. We'll be back. Final segment of the first hour next. Through the Mirror, the Rents Radio Network.
If you're taking 1, 2, 5, or more nutritional supplements, please stop. Simplify your supplementation with Bio Superfood, the most advanced nutritional whole food supplement you can buy. Men, women, children, even Olympic athletes the world over have discovered Bio Superfood from BioAge.com. And now take just one nutritional supplement instead of many. The Bio Superfood formulas are whole food products composed with 4 of the most nutrient-dense algae found on Earth. Bio Superfood for the brain helps with focus, memory, clarity, and mood. If you can increase brain health, the rest of the body is a no-brainer. Bio Superfood has 0 toxicity and is safe for you and your family. Learn more and order your Bio Superfood formulas at BioAge.com, spelled BIOAGE.com, BioAge.com, or call 877-288-9116. That's 877-288-9116. BioAge, the age of advanced organics.
Are you prepared for the future? Do you know how to navigate past the upcoming dangers before it's too late and seize budding opportunities before others do? Forecasting worldwide since 1980, Gerald Celente, publisher of the Trends Journal, provides timely and accurate trend forecasts that have earned him the reputation as the most trusted name in trends. The proof is in the hundreds of accurate forecasts Celente has made over the past 30 years. The 1987 stock market crash, the clean food trend, the dot-com bust. The Trends Journal alerts subscribers to early, subtle signs of crucial trends that will shape our future. It allows readers to anticipate change, recognize the implications, and take proactive strategies. Put your money where your mind is with Gerald Celente's brilliant and indispensable Trends Journal. Go to trendsjournal.com or call 845-331-3500. That's 845-331-3500.
Larry Sinclair on the Rents Radio Network. I'm Julio Noel Alceo. Again, Larry Sinclair coming up in just a few moments' time with hour number 2. So, again, we've discussed the media exploitation of this story. Here's Fox News exclusive. Fear of being committed may have caused Connecticut gunmen to snap. So Fox potentially trying to link a motive to this story. And again, we discussed Lanza being prescribed to an antipsychotic drug. And it's just mind-boggling. And this is the Fox. Fox News, again, trying to put a motive here, potentially. Fear of being committed may have caused the Connecticut gunman to snap. According to Joshua Flashman, who grew up not too far from where the shooting took place, he believed she loved the school more than she loved Adam. But again, remember, we were told that Nancy never worked at the school. This is a quote. He thought she just wanted to send him away. From what I understand, he was really, really angry. Again, the mother thought she was losing him. All of these links match up to this aggressive behavior, the side effects of the antipsychotic drug taken over. The article mentions the mother was planning to commit him to a psychiatric facility. It's just... This is a quote from, again, Joshua Flashman. Quote, "From what I've been told, Adam was aware of her petitioning the court for a conservationship and plans to have him committed." He told this to FoxNews.com, and quote, "Adam was apparently very upset about this. He thought she wanted to send him away." And the article goes on. Flashman was told Nancy Lanza had begun filing paperwork over for her troubled son, but that could not be confirmed because the court official told FoxNews.com such records are sealed. So unfortunately, we may not get an opportunity to find that out definitively. The move would have been necessary for her to gain the legal right to commit an adult to a hospital or psychiatric facility against his will. And again, he was 20 years old, so he was clearly an adult. It's just, again, so unfortunate. The deaths of the children and the principal and 6 others. The high amount of people in this country on these type of medications. The amount of shootings that take place because of these medications. It's just very, very upsetting. Senator Joe Lieberman on the House floor this morning believed that Lanza had a hypnotic involvement with violent video games. Now, violent games, violent movies, violent music doesn't necessarily cause every person to act chaotic or act in a different way. It may have some effect on people, but I think more so it desensitizes the public. And again, not everyone. And maybe it desensitizes or it causes changes on those that are on psychiatric drugs. It's just, it's just upsetting. This is from MyFox8 in North Carolina. Adam Lanza's hard drive. What is on it? We may never know. Reports are Lanza, this is a quote, 2 law enforcement sources said the hard drive had been removed from Lanza's computer and broken in pieces. They said that forensic electronics experts at the FBI will examine the drive in an effort to determine with whom Lanza corresponded electronically and how he otherwise used the device. Well, if the NSA stores all of our activity online, why not just go to the NSA and retrieve that information from the IP? Right? They know all. They store all of our internet information. And that's, again, MyFox8 with that headline. Let's see. Facebook suspends account for questioning official narrative of the shooting. And an image is posted. This is from secretsofthefed.com. And the picture was of Adam Lanza, the exclusive photos that were first released of him, I believe, back on late Friday night. This just in, Adam Lanza, a clumsy... I remember seeing this on Facebook, by the way, as well. A clumsy 20-year-old autistic kid dressed in, came in full body armor, who never shot a gun before, drives to another state, gets in a locked school looking like Rambo, kills 26 people, with dead-on accuracy at a school his mother, a retired teacher with who no one ever heard of, in parentheses, used to work in years before after allegedly killing her with a gun that belonged to her in the first place, then takes his own life as ... That's the news, and people blindly believe it. And that photo and that Photoshop got a man's account on Facebook suspended. And we recall the Connecticut State Police warning back on Saturday that people posting misinformation on social media websites would be investigated and prosecuted. And it's funny, I was speaking with Wayne Matson not that long before I was on air, getting him lined up for Thursday's show, and we spoke about the Connecticut State Police issuing that warning, and he said, well, Wolf Blitzer should have been arrested and investigated for misinformation during this week, and a lot of the mainstream reporters, but of course that won't be the case. So we've got misinformation by corporate media. We've got missing links, gun control measures. And I think mental health, as the USA Today highlighted, Newtown tragedy could put mental health in spotlight. I think those that are, again, mourning this tragedy, but yet are also saying, wait, gun control is not the right answer here. How about we take a look at mental health issues and these psychotropic drugs? I hope it does put a spotlight on this and it gets people to think more about these type of drugs and their effects. So time will only tell. This is Fox 13 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Elementary school student brings handgun to school. And they show the package of this video. Some parents keeping kids home after student brings handgun to school. This is Kearns, Utah. A 6th grade student brought an unloaded handgun to West Kearns Elementary School Monday. The 11-year-old boy allegedly told other students his parents encouraged him to bring a gun to school for protection following the shootings at Sadie Hook Elementary School. The boy reportedly pulled out a .22 caliber pistol out of his backpack during recess Monday morning. Wow. Quote, at recess, he pointed a gun to my head and said he was going to kill me, end quote, said Isabel Rios, one of the boy's fellow students in 6th grade. So I don't necessarily think we have copycats here, but those are some interesting parents out in Utah giving that to their 6th grade son. Very interesting stuff. Finally here, again, we have Wayne Matson coming on Thursday night. This is from CBS 4 Denver. The CBI deals with massive influx of potential gun buyers. The day after the shooting in Connecticut, a lot of people in Colorado tried to buy a gun. This was also the case in Illinois as well. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation said it received 4,154 requests for background checks for potential buyers on Saturday. That is amazing. One unit could only possess, 3,000 extra staff was brought in for these background checks for potential buyers. So not all are buying the corporate press and the gun control measures. Not all are buying into their propaganda. Again, Thursday night, we have Wayne Madsen of WayneMadsenReport.com coming on the program. Follow me on Twitter, @JNReports. That's @JNReports. And big thank you to Larry Sinclair, and a big thank you to the Rents Radio Network. Talk again for the final time on Thursday. Peace, love, and God bless. And my heart and prayers go out to those in Newtown, Connecticut. See you on Thursday night. God bless. Hour 2, Larry Sinclair next. The Rents Funk.
Bitching about her life ain't fair. Hell yeah. Or just a pretender. You gotta be the man. Stand up and stand up. Check it out, I was kicking down, watching the flash me surfing through the channel, political pundits, all I see propaganda or integrity. Who's gonna win this? Come on, brace your middlemen or venomous. It was a left took integrity, got hit in the jaw. From the shot, heard around the world he never saw. Coming from a shout score. Looks like I picked another bloody loser. Betting all the media will do that to ya.
Are you a contender?
Hell yeah.
Or just a pretender? You gotta be the man. Stand up and stand up. Welcome to the main event. Here we go.
Oxygen. It's nature's oldest therapy and plays an essential role in destroying viruses, bacteria, mold, yeast, and fungus, and keeping the human body healthy and strong. Now, you can give your body and your immune system a mega boost of disease-fighting oxygen with all-natural Oxy-C. With so many people now leading a sedentary indoor lifestyle, most are in a chronic state of oxygen deprivation, which sets up a perfect environment for disease, general fatigue, and a host of other symptoms. Oxy-C is yours in simple, convenient capsules. Nothing to mix, nothing to hassle with. Take it with juice or water anytime. Feel a cold or flu approaching? Have no energy or spark anymore? Try all-natural Oxy-C and prepare to be amazed. Oxy-C is only available from New Earth Health Solutions at Rents.com. Look for the New Earth banner at Rents.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Rents. Royal Raymond Rife was without question the most gifted medical scientific genius of our age. He discovered that most disease-related microbes die quickly when exposed to their own specialized resonant radio frequencies. The BCX 411 Rife-type frequency instrument has received the highest praise on several continents for its precision, simplicity of operation, and successful research experiment. The BCX, with its comprehensive manual, allows you to select the frequencies you wish to experiment with for the length of time you want to run them. The BCX handheld plasma ray tubes and RF radio carrier